welcome to the Turtle Burger Crochet and Knitting Podcast. Thank you for clicking my channel. My name is Brittany. Today is May 25th, 2022. Okay, let's get into some finished objects. I have a couple. The first I have, this is the April 2022 dishcloth of the month from the kitchen sink shop. This is the Shire. It was based off the book The Hobbit. I am not familiar with that book, although I'm pretty sure it's probably Lord of the Rings. I don't know. No clue. Anyway, all the projects I show, just as a side note, any links, places to find me, shops, anything like that, I will have linked in the description box. So for this, I used Peaches and Cream in the color Forest Green, and I used, I believe, yes, it was a 4mm hook. So usually the kitchen sink shop recommends a 3.25mm needle, and that is just way too small with Peaches and Cream. Hi, honey. So now I have gone up with this one. I went up to a 4mm and it was much better. So I think I will stick with that from now on. Plus it made a pretty good sized dishcloth, washcloth, you know, anything. It is very textured, really, really nice. And then my next finished object is the May 2022 dishcloth of the month. This is the Secret Garden. And I immediately, as soon as I finished that one, just continued right on and started this one. There was no delay. So this is also Peaches and Cream in the color Forest Green, and also with the 4mm needle. Lauren of Granite State Yarns, and she was looking for testers for her Railyard socks test, and I did complete that. This is a pair of shorties. This is my first shorty sock that I have made, and I love this pattern. I will be making them again, but I will say, as you can see, they won't fit on my blockers here. Next time, at first I thought they were too short, so I pretty aggressively blocked them. And so now they kind of fit lengthwise, like they're good enough to wear around the house, but the back here I can't get to stay up. So you start with they're cuffed down, a German twisted cast on, and then you she does, basically her whole pattern is this sort of ribbing that is really, really nice. I do really like it. And then you do a heel flap and gusset. Her directions I really, really liked because she includes, well, first of all, with the pattern, she gives you suggestions for the shorty or a regular sock. I chose to do a shorty because I didn't have any. So she gives you recommendations as to what to do for those amounts, and also how to get a snug, well-fitting sock. And I tried doing that. I think I just misjudged my measurements a little bit. But anyway, in her directions, or in her pattern, she gives instructions for a standard or a wide heel. So you could do the standard heel flap and gusset or wide heel flap and gusset. I think from here on out, I will be doing, not only with this sock, but in the future, we'll be doing a wide heel flap and gusset. I do think that would be much better. Also, when I did this, I have a fear of picking up stitches. So what I did on this one, and yes, it takes longer and it's a bit of a pain, but I didn't have any holes. So what I did was each row of the, you know, where you slip the first stitch, I put a marker. I put that's where that stitch is supposed to be, so that when I went back and picked up the stitches, I just went right into that spot, and I like it so much. I just think it looks so nice. I really, really do. So if you have to do a cuff down sock and you don't like picking up stitches, that's my suggestion. Is, I mean, yes, I had 28 stitch markers on there for 28 rows. I did her small size, but it is well worth that little bit of extra effort. I really do like it. So are there changes I would make in the future? Yes. First off, I think I was thinking the shorty sock was going to be more like an ankle sock, and so that's what I'm going to do in the future. I don't know if with this pair, let me know what you think if you're an experienced sock knitter. These would fit really well, I think, now, since I aggressively block them, except the German twisted is a little too stretchy, and so I feel like it doesn't account for example, I did a 56 stitch cast on, which is what would fit around a regular sock. But if you're wearing a shorty, it's more around your ankle, which my ankles are smaller. So I don't know if I should, if this would even be worth it. I guess I could just try it and see. It wouldn't hurt anything. Pick up 56 stitches around here and just add more rounds to make the cuff a little longer, or even pick up 56 stitches, lengthen a little bit, or pick up 56 stitches, but then on the next round, like, decrease a few so that it's tighter around my ankle. I don't know. Just some things I was thinking about. Originally, what I was going to do, I thought they were too short, and I was literally going to rip back the entire toe, because I realized for some reason, I'm glad I did it now, but I don't know why I did it. But at the time that I was making the socks, I decided to count my toe rounds. I'm not really sure why I've done that. I've been thinking to do it, and I had kept forgetting, so I decided to do it on the second sock, and my decreases were 17. I think it was 17 rounds. I have it in my Ravelry project page, and so I was going to rip back, take out my Kitchener stitch, rip back 17 rounds, and then add, I think I only needed, like, I did a 46 round foot, and I think 2 to 4 rounds would have been good, but ultimately I decided not to mess with that. But I really am thinking it might be kind of neat to do the cuff to get more ankle size. But anyway, so the yarn and needles I used for this was a 2.25 millimeter needle. And the yarn is Yarnaceous Fiber Arts. It was an unknown colorway, and it was one that I won from Adventures in Yarn last year. But it is a really, really pretty colorway. It is an 85-15 base superwash merino nylon blend. Really, really like it. And I have been wearing it around the house, and even with falling off the back of my feet, it's wearing quite nicely. Those are the finished objects for this episode. I feel like that was quite a bit. Let's jump into works in progress. Oh my goodness. First off, a work in progress, if you've been here for the past few episodes, is the Goldfish cardigan by Tin Can Knits. I only did one round of that for little lady, so I'm not even going to bother showing you that. I did get a little bit of work done on my husband's sock. This is where I was last time. This is where I got to. I literally was just doing it like any chance I got, as far as I can only do a half a round here, a whole round there, a couple of rounds here. So it was just, you know, here and there, really. Although I would like to get them done for his birthday. He said don't worry about it, maybe for Christmas, but I'd like to get them done. I planned these for his birthday last year. So, okay, so with this sock, again, this is my husband's sock. These are ChalGoo 40-inch cable. It's a 2.25 millimeter needle, and I am using Huntington Valley yarns in the color blue. It is a I have two 50-gram skeins. It is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon blend. Let's see, I really like that. I am actually thinking of putting, no, I'm not. Cancel that. I'm not going to do that. I was going to say I was going to put these on waste yarn so that I have an extra needle for summer sock camp. Starts this Saturday, but I'm not. I want to finish his socks. So even though they won't count, I'm going to work on them consecutively anyway. Okay. The next project I have is, you know what, I'm actually going to show this. So this is a dishcloth. I am using Peaches and Cream cone in the color Sea Breeze or Sea Foam, something like that. Anyway, this is the March 2021 dishcloth of the month called Double Dutch from the Kitchen Sink Shop. And I'm showing this because I'm frogging it. I can always go back to it. It's overwhelming and I don't work on it and it's just gonna get frogged. So my needles are, whoops, that was very anticlimactic. That's what Turtle would say. Okay, my needles are now clear. And by the way, these are the ChalGoo. It's a 32-inch cable, size 3.75 bamboo. Really like those, by the way. Totally random. Anyway, I may come back to this one day, but it's not going to be right now, and it's getting unraveled. So that will be taken off my project pages. Summer sock camp's coming up, and oops, sorry, bumped the camera. That's what I want to work on, along with my husband's socks. Okay, for another work in progress, I have one mitten. This is for Turtle. This is the Tin Can Knits World's Simplest Mitten in the child size. I have a stitch or something coming through here. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, where I wove in my ends and it's sticking out on the other side. Well, I'll have to cut that. But anyway, so this is the World's Simplest Mitten. I am making it in Caron Simply Soft in the color Autumn Red. And you start out on a, it is a free pattern from them, by the way. You start out on a 3.75 millimeter needle and then increase to a 4.5 millimeter needle, and it's a child size, but it fits me. And look, no holes. I'm very excited about that. I followed a Chili Dog. I don't know if it's just Chili Dog or Chili Dog Knits. I can't remember. So that you don't get any holes. And it made it so easy to pick up that stitch right there, because you do have to pick up one stitch and then So she just picks it up in here, and it made it so easy and so nice. Yeah, so there is that. And then I will show you my last working project that has gotten some attention. It is my love note. So right before I started filming, I put it on one of those barber cords. It's one that I won from the We Share Needles podcast, Sha La La Along. And this is from La Mouton Rouge. Mini and Pearl Smooth Pearl Strings in the color Spring Green. I used it for the first time and put my love note on it. And thought we could try it on together. I don't even know if I did this right. I have no idea what is front or back. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of go with it. Here's what it's looking like. I'll be honest, I do not like the needles with this. I'm not the needles, but the needle size with this. I know it's supposed to have kind of an open or a large gauge. I did a gauge swatch, but I could never get it right. And anyway, so it fits over my head. So I am making the size large. It's on a 6mm needle. I don't know if you have made a love note before. Maybe you can tell me this. So it starts with this provisional cast on. So this yarn right here, if you're not familiar, it will get taken out. You do the neckline or neckband or whatever they call it last. Will it tighten up? Because I'm going to be honest. I want it to fit, not like fitted snug, but I don't want it falling off my shoulders. And this is pretty loose. And it is very pretty lace though. Look at that. I'm almost done with the lace is 2 repeats, and each one is like 10 rounds, I think. So I'm almost done with the first one. I don't know. Let me know about the neckline if you've made it before. Maybe I can go on Ravelry and ask somebody too. There's lots of people that have made it, but I'm kind of feeling like I want to rip this out and go down 1 or 2 needle sizes, but stay with the size large. I don't know. Or if the neckline tightens up, would it be okay? And I mean, if you've made it before, what does mine look like compared to yours? Because I don't know. Although now that it's like this, maybe I can get a good picture and ask the threads or something. I don't know. So for the yarn, like I said, I am using my Clover Takumi 6mm interchangeable set. The yarn I'm using is Lion Brand Kobu in the color Lickin'. I don't know. Let me focus that in here, if you can see that. Anyway, it is a 51% cotton, 49% rayon from Bamboo blend. It is machine washable and dryable. I wanted something easy care. I don't know. I just feel like the rayon is making it too stretchy. And I don't know if I like that. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And also, I don't feel like the bamboo needles are working too well with the bamboo fabric. Let me take this off and see if I can show you why. It may not look very good since I have it on the needles, but it doesn't move very well on my needles, if that makes sense. Well, that's okay because I've got it stretched out. But anyway, and that could be because I'm trying to tighten up my gauge and doing it like really super pretty tight. I don't know. But I'm really excited to get that done, whatever size it is. But I don't want to make the whole thing and realize I don't like it. Let's get into acquisitions. Okay. So, for acquisitions, I had an order from Webs, but then I also got a completely generous, completely overwhelming donation. Hi Leslie, thank you so much for the donation. I can't wait to get into all this. It is so much. I'm not going to show everything at once, so I'm going to show the things that I have immediate plans for. So first I'm going to do my order from Webs. The first thing I got was West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley DK, and this is a 75% wool, 25% nylon blend, and it doesn't say a colorway, and I can't remember what it is. This is 100 grams. I can't remember. Oh, you know what they gave me? I have my, or I thought I did. Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry about that. I still have my packing list here. So this is Sherbet Fizz is the color of this. And it's kind of funny because I have heard other podcast people say like, oh, it's a very rustic yarn, and I was like, I have no idea what that means. I think this is probably what they're talking about. It's not as smooth as, say, like this, and I bet this is a super wash. I'll show this one in a minute. What is this? Yeah, see, this one's a super wash. So I think because this is just wool and nylon, it's not as soft. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't seem like it would be very soft on my feet. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. But anyway, it's very pretty though, isn't it? Let me know. So I got that. And then I also got this Heritage Prints. It is a 75-25 superwash merino, 25% nylon. And this is, it says color 77. So let's see what this is. This Cascade Heritage Prints. This is Unicorn Stripe. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then I also got this, also Cascade Heritage, and this is the color 75-25 again. Color 5604, which is denim. And this is, I think these are 50 gram. Let me see. Okay. That first one was 100. This one's 100. Or Unicorn Stripe is 100. And then this one is this one is 100 grams as well. And I got 2 of these, which are also 75-25 Cascade Heritage, color number 5655, which is Como Blue. It's really more like a kind of a teal color, because y'all know teal is my jam. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Each of these are also 100, so I'm gonna do that one. And then this last scheme that I got is going to transition us into the donation yarn because it's a really funny story. Okay, so little lady has already gotten into it, so the label's gone. So this is Huntington Valley Yarns 75/25 superwash merino nylon, 50 grams in the color red purple. And the reason this is funny, and the reason I got this is because, you know, she's 2. When she was really starting to learn to talk, and she loves colors and already knows a lot of her colors. But when she was first starting, which is at the time I bought this, maybe a month and a half ago or so, she called everything purple red, and I guess maybe those are the 2 colors she knew. I'm trying to remember, but everything was purple red, purple red, purple red. So when I saw they had a red purple, I was like, I have to get those and make her a pair of socks with it. So this is the one I ordered. Then I get this really great donation, and like I said, I'm just gonna show a few things today. I think each podcast I'm gonna show a few more because it was just overwhelmingly generous. I just cannot even, Leslie blew my mind with it all. But she had a purple red too, or red purple from Huntington Valley. So I was like, I love that. So now she is going to get her socks, and I am going to make a matching purple pair of socks with her. I'm thinking of using the Holly White pattern socks, so I'll make her like a regular size and then making me a pair of shorties with it. Anyway, and then she had that bundled with Alta Truth. So most of what Leslie sent I've never heard of because I don't know a whole lot about yarn yet, but this is so pretty. It's like a very deep purple. It is 80% merino wool, 20% baby alpaca DK weight. It is so soft. This definitely is not a rustic yarn. It is beautiful, and it's in the color purple plum. So pretty, so pretty. So these are the first 2 I'm showing. And then she sent a Desert Vista Dye Works, and she included a note in here that it took 3 months to get this, and I believe it. I have one skein of Desert Vista Dye Works, which I had never heard of them before. It was a skein my husband got me for birthday or my Christmas. I can't remember which one, but we got it off Etsy. And then after that, I found out, in fact, that one was called, I think, like Unicorn Frap or something. And, more? Okay. Okay, so, like I said, this is Desert Vista Dye Works and the Viso sock weight, 75/25 base, Hallie Zumbadi Lou is the colorway. She said it took 3 months to get this, and I believe it. After I got the Desert Vista Dye Works from my husband for, I can't remember if it was my birthday or Christmas. That was when I found out about how Desert Vista does a year-long, like, cow where you make a pair of socks a month only in their yarn, and then I think the way I understand it is at the end of the year, if you made all 12 pair of socks and only exclusively in a Desert Vista Dye Works colorways, then you're entered into a drawing to get a free skein or something. I don't remember. So anyway, at that time, I went on, look, it seems like I think I went on Etsy looking for like D-Stash or something, and you can't get it. It's ridiculous. And then the colorways that I wanted must have been older because they weren't listed on on Desert Vista Dye Works website. And there was one lady who I originally went back to the lady that we got the one skein from before we knew of all this, and she was like significantly higher in price. So I think she knew that people were looking for this yarn, and she like price gouged it, I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, so needless to say, I didn't get any of hers. So now I have another one. I am very excited. Thank you, Leslie. I can't believe you gave that up. I am very, very grateful for it. Okay, so the next skein of yarn, or actually not even skein, that I'm going to use is this one. Love it. This is, whoops, got it upside down, Turtle Pearl Striped Turtle Toes. So this is going to be one of my first 3 pairs for summer sock camp, because the only goal I had for summer sock camp, other than to like finish, I would like to finish 3 pairs of socks, 2 for me now since I've added the red purple, and 1 for little lady. Is I don't really know, I'm not very good at it, doing contrast heel, toes, and cuffs. And so when I saw this, I was like, oh, I've never known how you know that a skein of yarn is self-striping as opposed to just being variegated. But this one specifically says self-striping, and they even have it already in the 250-gram skeins for you, and then the contrasting color, and this is in the color Tickled Pink. I am very excited about this. It has, of course, this beautiful pink, but it's mixed with a couple of shades of grays, and but yeah, so I'm excited about this. I've never had self-striping, so that will be a first, and I would like to try to do like a contrasting heel, toe, and cuff. So I'm excited about this. I think these will just be vanilla socks since it's self-striping. So that will be exciting. And then, as if that wasn't enough, which y'all, I have a whole box left of what she sent. Beyond generous. But then she also sent notions too, which this one I loved. Is not a notion, but she sent an ornament ball in case. Sorry, my battery's going down. In case I wanted to make an ornament, and I'm like, yes, I definitely want to make an ornament. So I will be doing that. And then the notions she sent some barber cords. I mean, fantastic, because y'all see that I'm using my other one, so now I can do a whole bunch of stuff. And then she sent this tin of all these light bulb stitch markers. I love it, because I don't have any. The only light bulb stitch markers I have are the ones that have come on clothes, like they hang like the tags on them, and I'm like, I'm keeping those. So those are the only ones I have, so that's really cool. And then she sent, open this up, some stitch markers. So the first is this skein of yarn stitch marker that says yarn, and it is from Knit for Brains. Whoops, can't wait to use that one. And then she, from Painted Fox Gifts, is this adorable bells, like Christmas bells. And y'all have heard me say it before, I will use Christmas year round. Y'all probably think I'm joking, but I'm not. So, and then this adorable stitch marker. It's got a little, I think that's an alpaca on it, and it has and it's attached to, oops, to this light bulb stitch marker. So generous. I mean, every time I look at it, I'm just absolutely blown away, and so grateful. Thank you again, Leslie. I just cannot even believe it. I'm getting teary-eyed. Okay, plus an adorable Olaf bag. Oh, and I just realized the bulb came in an Elsa bag. I'll be keeping those too, because y'all know I put stuff in plastic bags. Okay, I think that is it, as if this wasn't a long enough episode anyway. So thank you, if you were still with me, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a, oh, you know what, let me, I guess now we'll kind of talk about life stuff. It's been really busy. We've had a surgery, which thankfully turned out fine. We had, we'll have a really busy summer with other appointments. I'll be right there. Okay, other than that, I guess we're done. I have a little lady that is needing mommy's attention. Have a great day. Bye.